My name is Edith, and I'm a volunteer at the Naina Haggerty Center for the Arts. Today we're going to do Aboriginal dot painting. Aboriginal dot painting is a style of painting done by the indigenous people of Australia. Originally, the people made these designs on the ground. They used many dots and symbols, and it's like a way of storytelling. So you can see there are some examples here. They use a lot of earth tones, and so that's what we're going to do today. For this project, you're going to need some paint, acrylic paint, paint brushes, a canvas or thick paper, and some Q-tips or toothpicks. And we're going to start off by painting the canvas in earth color. So I'm going to use this brown color here, and I'm just going to paint the whole thing. And if you don't want to get your table dirty, you probably want to put something underneath. I'm going to get this handy dandy paper towel. This looks like melted chocolate. Right. So I'm mixing some water into the paint because it's just not to get the spread better. When you put your brush into the water, just dip the tips of it, because if you dip the whole thing, then it'll be too watery, and then your paint will be more like a watercolor. So we're trying to get an even coat of brown. So the point of doing this is because when we do the dots, we don't want the white of the paper or canvas to shine through. That's why we're doing. If you notice the examples, a lot of them have like a kind of a dark ground coming through. Okay, and so we're going to let that dry, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello again. Once your canvas is dried, the next step is to plan your composition. So we're going to have a focal point in our picture, like the examples here. We have a circle as a focal point. So I'm going to choose this water holes and running water symbol, and I'm going to draw it in the middle of my picture. Now you don't have to do this. You can basically do what you would like, but this is just my example. Okay, so I'm going to do a few circles here, and then I'm going to choose this squiggly line, which is a fire or smoke symbol, and I'm going to do it diagonally. And I'm using white chalk, but you can use pencil. Sometimes pencil is a bit hard to see on a dark background. And then I'm going to use another color and paint some solid areas. So I have this, it's like a yellow ochre color, and I'm going to paint it on the corners. I'm getting this idea because I'm looking at the examples, and they have these big areas of color. You have this brighter red here, and this darker kind of this black and orange, so that's where I got that idea from. And instead of doing a straight line like this, I thought it would be nice to kind of do it curved to match the curve of this wiggly line that I just drew. And one. My brush is too dry. I've painted the corners a solid yellow ochre, and I'm gonna let it dry, and while that's drying you can work on another part of the painting. So I am going to add dots to this design. I'm going to use some bright colors since the rest of it is kind of this muted earthy color, and I have here this kind of orangey red and yellow. Okay, so here we go. I'm using my Q-tip, and you can also use the end of your paintbrush. I'm going back and redoing some of the dots because they're not round. I'm going to add this kind of design inside. So I got this idea from this animal I saw. So I'm going to do these triangles. And in between, in the spaces, I'm going to put a little circle. And then up here, so I've added more to my picture, and you're free to add your own creativity to your own picture and make it unique. And I will just keep adding dots to it, and that's what we're doing for today. So I hope you had a good time and have a good day. Bye.